Yo, how's it going, guys? It's Richard Unicorn Caller here, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, we have a little bit of PC news, but also primarily some console news. So, let's jump right into it. Console players are getting another server maintenance, or a little bit of a server downtime. Wizard101 console will be receiving server restarts on Saturday and Monday at 9 a.m. U.S. Central Time. During this time, the game may be unavailable to play, but downtime is expected to be minimal. Thank you for your patience and understanding as we work to maintain server performance. Right? And of course, there still are some comments and concerns about the crashes, the lagging, the stuttering, the everything else. Of course, there are still those issues. I wanted to go back to the previous maintenance that they did have, which was at Thursday, October 23rd at 10 a.m., at least in my standard time. Anything in this gray box basically is transferred to your own system data. Like, it's converted to your own time. But basically, downtime is expected to be 2 hours, blah, 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 blah. And it says over here, at least Mickey says, that the fixes for various issues remain ongoing, and we'll continue to share updates as soon as we have them. Thank you for your patience while we perform maintenance and for the bumps in the road, as Professor Falmea outlined above. And if you missed that statement, Professor Falmea basically made a little bit of a announcement, kind of talking about the whole server issues and stuff like that, and how they have to wait until they get the new hardware in order for that to be, hopefully alleviated. Because right now it's, kind of iffy on Wizard101 console. Like I said, a lot of issues concerning crashes and, bugs here and there. But also the server capacity just is a little bit too small, so they need to bump that up. But right now we have no idea. I'm with you guys. Like, I have no idea whenever that is going to happen, right? So we're just going to have to sit tight and relax, I guess, and just see what's going on with that. I mean, there still are, again, a bunch of other issues, but yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I will keep you guys posted as per usual. Make sure to subscribe and get notified. You can also join their official Discord just to see what else is happening in there. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. For Wizard101 on PC, for Test Realm, it is wrapping up today. So if you have anything to do on Test Realm, it's going to close for the weekend, and then next weekend it will pop back up, and then you can go back questing and all that fun stuff. So if you have anything else to do on the Test Realm, today is the day to do it. And yeah, so far for Wizard101 Darkmoor, I will say I have been having so much fun. I know Mr. Broken Boy does not appreciate me saying that, but yeah, I've been having a bunch of fun with it. It's really fun. I mean, I haven't really had much complaints besides that one dungeon, though, which I'm sure they have been monitoring closely because people on Discord have also been talking about that specific dungeon. I will say, though, this world, you can solo some of it. I mean, I've been in this area for a while, and I've practically soloed a little bit most of it, but I will say, though, there are some fights where, all right, maybe it might be best to do a team up, But I've just been having fun with it, It's just been great. The new spell animations are pretty cool. I still haven't gotten my life spell yet. I think that's because I'm level locked. But that one's fun. The outgoing, I love the outgoing. I love how they're kind of bringing back healing back. That's really cool. I love the spells. I think that's probably one of the biggest things about this update is the spells. There are so many spell changes and spell updates. A lot of customizability. The shadow packs are also pretty interesting as well. The new whole shadow transformation thing. It's just fun, It makes me feel like a kid again. Like, it just feels nice to kind of go out there, quest for an actual meaningful story, and then, get some level up and get some new gear. That's probably one of the things that a lot of people didn't like about Selenopolis, was the fact how it didn't even come with any XP or anything, and that the gear was kind of the same thing as the, what was it called? Wallaroo gear template. Except for the Stalker. I think a lot of people said that the Stalker robe, I guess, had different stats or whatever. But either way, I think after Wizard101 Darkmoor comes out, right, like this year, when this comes out, you could probably just skip the gear farming for Wallaroo and just come straight to Darkmoor. You know, I mean, you can still do the Nightmare Dungeon if you want. You know, there's some cool badges here and there. You get some dream water. You can craft some gear. But honestly, I really don't think you really even need to do the Nightmare Dungeon at all anymore. You know? And especially if you're just looking for something a little bit more casual friendly. Some of the badge requirements for Darkmoor are a lot easy. Like, you know, defeat a boss like 5 times. Like, that's reasonable. As opposed to, like, Wallowoo, where it's like, oh, defeat Freddy like 50 billion times, or something silly like that. You know, I feel like the grinding isn't gonna be too harsh with this world at all, which I actually really like that about that. So hopefully it all, you know, works out when it does launch in the live realm, because obviously we see this a lot with test realm, and we do report these bugs and we do make these videos on it. But every time we get it in the live realm, it just becomes like the polar opposite, and we see a bunch of bugs and complaints and glitches, and it's a whole thing. And yeah, I would probably have to say one of the bugs that they did fix, and hopefully that does not come on live realm, is the cantrip level reset. There is a cantrip quest that you're doing in Darkmoor where you have to like cast like magic touch and all this other junk. And when you're doing that quest, for some reason, it had to reset your level to like level 1. Now, in the patch notes, which we read recently, they did say that that has been resolved. Now, I'm just hoping that all the issues that I see on these patch notes and all these maintenances and stuff like that, I hope that does not go in the live realm. And I think that's one of KI's biggest problems with these updates, is that all of these bugs seem to always somehow make it into the live realm servers, and then we get a lot of complaints and issues, and then we gotta talk about it, and then I gotta make a video about it, and then that makes more work, right? So I really want them to make sure that when they update the game, just make sure that it's fixed. Please, because dude, again, I can't tell you how many updates we've gotten. And this is the same for console, too. I mean, if you're a console player, you should be generally scared. It's going to be the same thing where, all right, there's this ongoing issue. When is it going to be resolved? And how long is it going to take until this thing gets resolved? I mean, I saw a comment today on my YouTube channel saying, like, this person keeps crashing in the bazaar. I'm like, that's wild to me, you know? So anyway, KI has a lot of work to do. But overall, this update for me personally is quite nice. I'm just hoping that it lives up to that expectation in the live realm. Because if not, then we're going to see a lot of disappointed people. But either way, I'm still going to farm for that Lifa theme, which is basically like the Dark Woman's Dagger upgrade. The stats on that are absolutely insane. Again, I really do love the gear. If I didn't say it already, the gear in this game is really fun. Anyway, that's my main gripe about that. Hopefully, it does well. Alright, and we'll probably see the update around like maybe early November. You know, they usually have test run for like 3 weeks or whatever. I mean, this will be week 1, then we'll go into week 2, and then maybe week 3. So, again, you know, it kind of depends on how KI is feeling. If they feel like, all right, there's nothing else to be tested, then, you know, they'll probably close test run and then, like, try and push it to launch during a maintenance period. But if they need more time with that, that's completely acceptable and completely fine by me. Another thing that I hope doesn't happen, which we've seen, I think, in Wallowoo or Selenopolis test realms, is where they reset your character progress. Now, it is stated in the terms that they can do that whenever they want, which is fair, but I'm so far into this right now that it would just be such a shame to just have all that progress go all the way back and have to do it all over again. Especially if you're someone that have never even finished Selenopolis in the test realm. I mean, you're pretty much playing catch-up. Oh, and that's one thing I could say to all of you guys on live realm. If you haven't already, please do Selenopolis. I understand how boring the world is. I understand. But remember that Selenopolis is mainline, so if you do not complete Selenopolis, you actually can't get into Darkmoor, and you can't proceed with the mainline quest. So please, please, please do Selenopolis. Alright, that's going to wrap it up for me. Have a happy weekend, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.